Yo, my people, welcome to comfycozynaoetry and welcome to my yarn shelf tour. So in case you don't know, I crochet adorable plushies or amigurumi like this little cutie, and I run a small business where I sell those, and I also design patterns, obviously. So I have a lot of yarn, and I just thought it'd be so much fun to just go through all the different yarns I have, what I use them for, and also just like show you the plushies that I also have up there and just everything on there, because there's also books. There are bookshelves, there are books hidden in there, I promise you. I've seen booktubers do this, and that's not where I got the idea from, but I was like, oh yeah, that's just like what they do. But if you want to see me do like a crochet room tour just to see all the different crochet I have in this room, let me know, because I could also do that in the future if you wanted. But come on, let's go look at my yarn shelf. I'm so excited to show you. We're gonna start at this side over here and work our way down over here. I may show like what's over here too, but as you can see, things are not perfect. This is the reality of my shelf, okay? We're not even gonna start with crochet stuff. Over here I have stacked some like activity books for my son, because in the afternoon he's in this room with me while I do work. And then underneath I actually have a glasses repair kit, because I don't know how well you can see, but currently my glasses are being kept together by the little tie that goes onto bread, onto like a bread bag, you know, the little wire thing, because both of my lenses popped out. So yeah, I got the repair kit a while ago now, and I still haven't actually fixed my glasses. And then up here I have, this is actually a baptismal candle for my son. His picture's on the other side, so I'm not gonna like show you that, although it was when he was a baby, so it's not that big of a deal. But I have a basket up here that just has a bunch of like random knickknacks and things for the office. I just put any random things that I don't have a place for there. And then I have little plants that I used to have like on the shelf, but I don't really like it anymore, so I just shoved it up there so it's not as visible. And then over here we have my mush berries. Let me bring one down. So these are my first mushroom pattern, and I am obsessed with them. I love them so much. I'm so sad that they don't sell in my shop, but it makes sense because they're rather expensive. They do take a lot of work, a lot of time, but I'm obsessed with that pattern so much. I love them. So this one's made with Bernat blanket, and then this one's made with chenille. I think chenille home slim specifically yarn, and that yarn's from Michael's, and Bernat blanket I got from Joanne. And then okay, we're gonna move down. I have some holy water. I think I found that at some point in time, like that hasn't always been there. At some point, I think probably in college, I got some holy water and it's just there now. And this was my first ever free pattern. It is an acorn, and I love this. I love making them. I mean, I love making like almost all my patterns. And it is getting to fall, so go check that out. It's on my Instagram, but you can also get the PDF version on my Ko-fi, which I just, or coffee, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I just set that up recently. Oh, this in here, I think I have like, my mushroom is falling. Yeah, where'd it go? Just took a dive. Hopefully my audio is not too loud too, because whenever I'm talking close to the camera, it ends up really loud, so I'm scared. But hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, back here in these two flower pots, this is some SD cards that I got. It's just the adapters left in there. There's probably more things. Maybe not. There's no more things in that little pot, but back there I have some chargers for like my phone. And then I have some hair clips back here that you do see me wear sometimes. Let me take them out. This was like $12 or something on Amazon. I mean, I got it like 2 years ago, but yeah, maybe I'll have it linked in my Amazon storefront. I should do that. And then these guys are, and this guy too, they are my free Cozy Stress Pets pattern. This one's separate. It's the mushroom Cozy Stress Pet. Those are also on my Instagram, or you can find the PDF for free, or you can donate on my Ko-fi. And I also love these, and I love making them, and they actually do sell pretty well. I'm surprised. I don't know why I was so surprised about that, especially this one. I didn't think people would like them, but they actually do sell. It makes me really happy. And then I have some more of my hair clips just like sitting on here, and then you can see back there, let me move this. Oh, I have a candle here. I guess I didn't mention that, but I haven't used this candle, but it was mostly for decoration is why I got it. It's just so cute, right? But back here I have a few books. I have Sherlock Holmes short stories, and I think there's some full novels in there too. I've read some of the short stories, but I haven't read any of the novels. And then I have a Virginia Woolf book with a bunch of her novels or books, or well, I'm not sure exactly all. I've started a book in there so many times, and I've only ever gotten like maybe 3 pages in and then I never get further, so that has not really been touched much. And then we have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Other Stories. Have I read anything anything out of that? I'm actually not really sure. And then we have Little Women, which used to be my absolutely favorite book when I was like 13. And I think I tried to start rereading it again a few years ago and then just never really got through it very far. But I have watched the movies, some movies of it recently, and I love watching the movies. And then back here I have a plant just for decoration. I love it. Oh, I think there's a plant even behind there too. Hold on. Let's dig that out. I forgot that was there and I haven't seen it in so long. Yeah, there's a cute yellow flower. Wait, that should come out more. That's so pretty. This video is helping me discover things I didn't realize were there. And then right here I have my mushroom ghost pattern that I released like a month ago now or so. And that's a no-sew pattern, by the way. You can get that on Etsy if you'd like. Okay, moving on down here, we have literally, I think this is all just yarn. Oh nope, there's some things hidden back here, not books though. But let's work our way this way. So we have some chenille home slim. This is an elderberry. I'm trying to think what I use this for. I haven't used this in a long time. I think the last thing, oh no, I did recently use this for something, but that's a bit of a surprise. I don't know if I'm gonna give away yet. You know what, I should have already posted the reel for that. So I think the last thing I used this for was a grape baby frog cozy, which is one of my patterns, the baby frog cozy anyway. And I just made a like fruit series of them. So I made a grape one, and that's what I used that for the very last. I think I've used it for other grape themed things recently, like a grape jelly jar, which I think that pattern's by Diana's Day Crochet. I think that's her username on Instagram. And then if you dig back here, I have some coconut big twist plush yarn, which I used for, I guess I'll show you something over here already. I used for this acorn ghost, which is another ghost pattern of mine that, you know, I kind of made at the same time as my mushroom one. So that's what I used that for. And then underneath this elderberry yarn here, I have some needles that I got to help me sew my crochet together, but they're actually really short, so I've never really used them. I've tried and then it just didn't work out. And now I don't even use anything to help me sew, and I don't sew very often. And if I do, it's very little. Like on this, it's just the bunny ears. This is literally no sew, so I don't sew that. Like literally everything on here is no sew. This is no sew, so I avoid sewing as much as I can anyway. Okay, here we have some sand Bernat baby blanket. I use this for a lot until I use this for this. I use it for like bunnies, bears, almost anything you could want a brown for. And then underneath, it looks like we have, oh, this is some vanilla Bernat blanket. I don't use that anymore. Now I use white Bernat baby blanket, which I'm sure we'll come to, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to it. But I used to use that as my white whenever I'd use Bernat blanket. Honestly, this is probably made with that yarn. Back here, I don't know the name of this color, but it's one of the blues of Bernat baby blanket. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll pop it up on the screen for you. I think I mainly use that for my blue mushroom boys that I sell in my shop. And then here we have a similar color, but it's in chenille home slim from Michaels, and that color is Skyway. I haven't used this one in a really long time. And then you can see here I even have like a little leftover bit, and here too I have quite a lot of leftover bits of that, and I can't think of what I really use that for, but I can see here that I did use this for a little blueberry that I made. I've made two of those. One of those is on my desk, but I know the very first time I used that was for a like sprout monster or sprout alien, something like that I made for a friend when she had a baby, for her baby. Okay, and then you can see here I have like a bunch of scrap yarns, which I kind of already mentioned. I kind of just ball them up and put them all here. This is some jumbo chenille home slim yarn in, I don't know what color that is. Mustard, yes, mustard. And then here I have some scrap. I can't remember the name of the color. It's like kombu green or something like that in chenille home slim. Yeah, this is the full skein. It's literally unopened of it. We have some more big twist plush yarn. This is in, what color is this? Why can't I remember the name of it? Cardamom? Yeah, cardamom. It's a nice brown color. It's really hard to find a darker brown color in plush yarn, and that's one of the first that I really used. You can see I have some of the baby Bernat baby blanket sand down there, same as that. Ooh, and then we got some really fun yarns over here. So this is one of my favorite yarns. It's Bernat baby blanket frosting, and it's just so pretty. Like, do you see that? And these are usually really nice to work with. Most of them feel just so great, and I use that one for, I've used it for a lot of things. I've used it for like making a loaf cat. I use it for like clothes on plushies. This is a different color of it, but I use it on that bunny. I use it for a lot of things. And back here we have some big twist posh in white. It's probably not the name of the color, but it's the white one. I've used that mostly for mushrooms. I've used it for small mushroom boys that I make into like rearview mirror accessories, and then I've used it for a baby mushberry before, which that would be in my whole like crochet room tour if I ever make that video. And then this is some more of the Bernat baby blanket frosting, and this is like in, I don't remember the name of it, something to do with newspapers, Sunday paper or something like that. And then this one, this is Bernat Pipsqueak, and I've gotten that twice whenever I do a pickup order from Joanne, because when you do a pickup order you get $5 off 10 or more, and this is like under $10. It's like $5.49 or something like that. And so I got it twice, and for the longest time didn't know what to do with it, and then I did this with it which we'll get to later. But okay, sorry if I'm probably skipping so many things. This video is actually taking way longer than I thought it was going to. Now I understand why when I watch a booktuber's bookshelf tour video why it's so long. Oh my gosh, I'm scared to take this out. I really don't want to, but I'm going to. There's one back here too, which you can't really see. I'm not gonna take that one out, but this is just a little sign that says think happy, be happy, which honestly I should probably put out here because I need to see this and remember this way more often. I can't remember, I feel like my aunt got that for me, but I might have gotten that for me. There's another one back there that says something about like living your dreams or chasing your dreams, and there's like a dream catcher on it. I think one of those my aunt gave me, the other one I might have gotten for myself, or maybe she gave me both. I'm not sure anymore. Okay, let's move down. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm so excited to show you this yarn because this is Bernat Blanket in Taupe, and like I said, it is hard to get your hands on dark brown yarn, at least in the US, because they practically don't sell it in stores, so at least not where I am. And then it's also almost always out of stock online too, but one time it was in stock and then I ordered 2 skeins of it, so that's the one I've started using. I really wanted to use it for like a beaver, but I still haven't made that yet, so I might do that. Beaver or otter, I can't remember now. I think I've been thinking it's a beaver pattern, but then it turns out it's an otter pattern, but I might be getting that mixed up, I don't know. And then we have some, I think it's crimson in Bernat Blanket. This is mostly used for small mushroom boys. People love the red ones, the generic color the most, standard color. And we have some country blue in Chenille Home Slim. I love using this for some blueberry rearview mirror accessories, so cute, and just blueberries in general. Let me show you. I made this blueberry recently with it, as you can see clearly. And this is a pattern by Eden Crochets. You can also make it into like a little blueberry buddy with like little legs that stick out like an amusable jelly cat. And then I have some more of the cardamom down here of the Big Twist plush. And then these are just some rose dangly not accessories, like decoration thingies, which I'm not gonna get into why I have those, but I used to have some of them decorating my wall, but I started hating it, so I took that down and now it's just kind of there. I just stuck them there, but it actually kind of looks really cute there, so I'm happy with it. And then we have some agave Chenille Home Slim from Michaels again, and this one I use for frogs, for pickles. That's mainly it. I'm sure there's more, and some sprouts sometimes if I want that color. Usually I want like a darker sprout color like in this one. And then here we have some more Big Twist Posh in pink. Again, probably not the actual color name, but I use this for the same thing I use the white for the small mushroom boy Carmier accessories, and some hearts too. And then this is the same yarn but in a yellow color. I recently got this. Right, it was to make this because I needed that same size, because that's the same size of yarn I think as the Pipsqueak that I use for the petals. And then we have some darker gray in Bernat Blanket. Don't remember the name of this color, but so far I've used it for a loaf cat, a tuxedo loaf cat that is currently on sale in my shop, in my in-person shop. And then, okay, let's go down. I feel like there's probably a lot more stuff back there. Okay, yeah, maybe we won't go down yet. This is some pink Big Twist Posh. You can see poking through there. And yeah, there's some cream Chenille Home Slim back here. Let's see, let's take this out. I feel like if I take this out, you'll see more things. Oh, yeah, you can see some more of the frosting yarn back there. I should take that out so I know that that's there, because that's the same as this one. Oh, okay, I just extracted it from in there. Now I won't accidentally use the new one, hopefully, first. Okay, there may still be more, but I am ready to move on down. So here we actually have a shelf that originally was actually for books, but we do have some yarn on here. Some plushies. My goodness, there's havoc happening behind me with my stuffing that I was trying to move out of the way. Oh. It's falling even more. Don't ask why I have floss on my desk, but I do. Okay, here we have a little strawberry ice cream narwhal. This was for a pattern test, and I didn't feel comfortable like selling it in my shop because I hot glued this part on, and I feel like you can see some of the glue, which I'm not happy about, so I decided I'd keep it. And then we have some blush in Sweet Snuggles. Is it Sweet Snuggles? Yes, it is. Sweet Snuggles Light. So we have 2 of those. The first skein I got of it is horrible quality. It's really hard to crochet with. And then I got another skein hoping that it would be good quality, but I feel like it might be just as bad. So I'm not really looking forward to that whenever I do use it. And then here I have the first and only jumbo leggy frog I've ever made with jumbo yarn. It's the same color as this, but in the jumbo yarn instead. Okay, this is a cute frame. Just gotta say, with the frog and the roses draping down, it's so pretty. Might have to screenshot this. Okay, this is something I intended to use and still haven't. If I can fix it, hold on, y'all. Okay, here it be. So this is a little tiny hanging plant. I might have to find the pattern creator because I don't remember anymore, but I had wanted to use this like in my house, but I don't think I really enjoyed making it. It is cute actually, looking at it now. I feel like I ought to use it somewhere, maybe in this room, I don't know, but I think I planned to just like have this hanging in my car whenever I do get my own car, so I might still do that. And then okay, we got some plushies over here. This, oh my goodness, this is one of my rejects of my baby bunny cozy pattern. I was trying to make it no sew, and so the ears are the way they are, but I just never liked it. This was probably one of my later renditions of it because at least the ears are in a good spot, but I don't like the way they look. And then these 2 patterns are from, I think it's AQ Crochets on Instagram is her user. They're no sew bunnies and frogs. I think it's a 2-in-1 pattern. That was pretty early on in my amigurumi journey, I think. Oh, and then I almost forgot. Okay, we are here at the white Bernat baby blanket. So I have a story for y'all with this one. First of all though, I use this yarn for small mushroom boys, actually almost everything. Literally petals on there. I use so much white, hence why I have so much of it. I still have a whole nother full skein of it. I just bought 3, and then I have one that I'm in the middle of using, which is still pretty full. So I buy a lot of it. I use it a lot for practically everything because there's so many plushies that require white. But y'all, this was one of the most happiest accidents in my crochet journey ever, because like I said, I used to use the vanilla Bernat blanket. I think it's somewhere up there. It's like right there. And then I at one point started using the baby blanket more often, baby blanket yarn, and they have a vanilla in that one as well. And so one day I went to go order the vanilla in the baby blanket. I ordered 3. That was like the first time I was doing like a big order of white because I knew I needed a lot of it. And I went to go pick it up and I looked in the bag and it was pure white, and I was like, what the heck, did they make a mistake? And then I looked at my order and nope, I accidentally ordered the white. But then I used it, and y'all, this is the best, even better than the frosting yarn up there. This is the best yarn to crochet with, at least blanket yarn I should say, maybe, because it's like so stretchy, so soft. It's perfect. It's perfection. So if you use Bernat blanket or any kind of blanket yarn and you need white, get this. I'm telling you right now, you will not regret it. Okay, and then as you can see, I have lots of books back here. I don't think I'm gonna go through all of them, but you can kind of see for yourself. A lot of these are from my childhood, random books I've picked up. I think I've read almost all of these, or at least part of the way anyway. I still haven't read Anna Karenina. I watched the movie, and The Brothers Karamazov. I really haven't read that. I think I started Anna Karenina, but I haven't even started this one. I've had these for years now. And then, oh, my favorite book is here, Jane Eyre. Although I'm starting to think it may not be my favorite anymore, because now that I'm older and have experienced some things in life more, I realize the love story really isn't, it's not really the greatest. But let's move on to down here. I have so much stuff down here. This is a bit of a mess, honestly. We're on the floor now. I might as well show you what's on the literal floor here. I have my first iteration of my acorn pattern that I made. I wanted it to be a pillow, so I originally made it in jumbo yarn, but you can see like the way the 2 parts connect to each other isn't as nice as the final pattern. So that was a change I made. And then I think the way that I did the top part I changed majorly too. But then I have like a little heart buddy plushie that I made. I made that for myself. It's so soft and squishy. Down here I have a pillow that I bought from Shein. I was supposed to decorate my chair, but I clearly haven't used it in a long time. And then we have some more of that Bernat baby blanket frosting yarn, but this is Cozy Rosy. The other one I haven't said yet. That one's Golden Hour up there. That's the first one I ever used of it. So I randomly found it at Joann one day. Then we have my second skein of my Bernat blanket taupe. And then back here we have some, it doesn't look as green on camera right now as it actually is. This is Fog in in Chenille Home Slim from Michaels. This is the first yarn I used for my sprouts and stuff. And then you can see here, I used that for this froggy too. I feel like this is the first skein of it I ever bought. That might not be right. It's probably my second one. And then here I have some, I'm not sure the color, but it's orange in Bernat Blanket. I didn't think Bernat Blanket had a nice orange because before this I used the orange in the Bernat Baby Blanket. And then one day I went to Joann and I saw this and I was like, wait, I actually think I like this one better, but I didn't think they had it in just plain Bernat Blanket. So I got that. So whenever I'm done, which I will be soon with my Bernat Baby Blanket version, I'm gonna start using this. And then here we have a yellow in Sweet Snuggles Light from Michaels, which this quality of this one is so good. I feel like I've been having such bad quality with their yarn lately, but this one is amazing. It is so wonderful to work with. Okay, and then, oh, actually I have some yarn hidden. I was about to show you my books, but there's some yarn right there. Oh, that's some more red. I knew I had another skein of it. Yes, literally the other day I got so panicked because I thought I only had that left in the red, and I was like, wait, I know I bought two, and I was looking everywhere and I didn't see it, and then I finally saw it tucked away down here. I thought I checked, but it's tucked away all the way down there. See, I almost missed it again. Okay, but then you can see I have some more books again down here, a lot from my childhood and such. Some journals, that's true. This is where I have like a lot of my journals. I hope this doesn't have any of my information on it. Okay, I don't think so. And clearly I have a first aid book because I took a first aid class in college. I think I needed it as a credit because I did do like a health major. Okay, that is the first shelf done, y'all. We have gone through that whole shelf and that took half an hour. Can you believe that? That's crazy. I did not expect that. Okay, moving on. This isn't quite on the shelf, it's on the floor, but I have a whole bag of yarn here, as you can see, and other things. There's plushies in here too. So we have some, oh my gosh, I'm ripping it more. We have some more agave Chenille Home Slim, again for my frogs and pickles, and then we have the jumbo version in regular Chenille Home. This is Chenille Home Slim, this is Chenille Home, size 7 and size 6 yarn, and this I use for my jumbo baby frog cozies. Okay, yeah, we got some fun stuff here. So we have, this is like the lighter gray in Bernat Blanket. I used this for the sloth pattern that I tested, and then we have some black in Chenille Home Slim. This skein is a hot mess, as you can see. It's literally just like strewn about. This is the very first mushroom ghost I made, and you can tell the mushroom hat is a bit higher, and I didn't like that, so I made it around lower, and now it looks like that versus this. Definitely like that one better. So this is my reject. And then here we have a freezer bunny that I made in a Sims crochet video on my gaming channel, Naoetry. So go watch that if you love Sims, if you love crochet, which I'm guessing you do if you're here. Okay, and then here I have another one of the light gray, a whole skein of that. I got two because at the time when I was going to do that pattern test, I didn't really use gray very much, and so I was like, okay, I need to stock up because that's a color I just don't have, you know. Then here is the skein of the Bernat Pipsqueak that I actually used. I have some leftover jumbo agave Chenille Home for my frogs. And then here I have, oh yeah, you haven't seen this at all, a pink plum bob, which wasn't in my Sims crochet video, but I mentioned it because I'm gonna crochet some daisies and hot glue them to it, and that'll be like my special plum bob because I love daisies. Okay, and then deep in here you can see the original purpose of me having this bag is because my mom's friend had some yarn that she wanted to give me, and so I have a lot in there. It's like purple and white, and I think there's some like, yeah, there's some brownish color ones. I think it's acrylic. I don't really use acrylic very much, but I'm sure I will be able to use that at some point. And then I almost missed this. I have some Bernat Blanket in aubergine. That's the purple I use for Bernat Blanket. I love that color so much. Ooh, okay, I think the last thing in here is my rejected acorn ghost, which funnily enough, this one I made after the original. So I made it, and that's the pattern. That wasn't the original one I made though. That's the final pattern. And I was like, oh, is that hat too low? And so I did the opposite, and I tried around higher and then hated it. So the reject came after the one that was finally accepted, funnily enough, for that one. And yeah, that's it for this bag, and I gotta put all this back in here. It kind of is bothering me that it's not going in how I took it out, but that's okay. I'll get over it. Okay, shelf number 2. So as we start up here, you can see this is like my overflow. When I officially ran out of room on my shelves, I started stacking it up here. Now there's some more room in my shelves, I feel like. That's also why I have that yarn there too, and on the floor pretty much. But this is a lot of jumbo yarn, mainly a lot of of Sweet Snuggles and Chenille Home. I have some, I think it's called Sunrise or something. It's the orange in Sweet Snuggles. I got that on clearance and I made a orange plum bob with that recently on Twitch. I didn't make that in my Sims crochet video either because I was gonna get that yarn at the same time I got the rest of it for the plum bobs for that video, but I needed to be choosy because I was getting a bunch of yarn at the time and I had to cut something somewhere else, so it would have been too expensive. So I cut that, but then one day I randomly went to Michael's to look at yarn or to pick up yarn, and I went to look at the yarn there and that just happened to be there on clearance. So I was like, I'm getting this. This is my sign. I have some yellow, which I used for plum bob, but I also used that for some other things. I can't really remember right now. First time I used it was for a daisy pillow, which is somewhere in this room. And then I have some, I think it's called ash gray, I'm not sure, gray, and it's probably Chenille Home Slim. The first time I used that was for, oh, it's not over here anymore. It's for my Totoro, which used to be pretty much in this spot, and then I switched it out. I think I just got some more because, again, I don't have much gray yarn and I need gray yarn. And this one is a really bright green, and I think Sweet Snuggles. I got that for making a jumbo pickle, which you can also find that video on my gaming channel, because for a while I was thinking I was gonna do my long form crochet videos on there, but then I've decided against that now. And then I had enough left over that I used that for my green plum bob, which I made in my Sims crochet video on that channel. And then here, I think this is also still elderberry in Chenille Home, so that's the jumbo version of this over here. Some more yellow, and then this one, I can't remember what this one's called. This one has a sleeve on it, but it's the fluffy, oh, I think it's literally called Fluffy Chenille. Loops and Threads from Michael's. It's the same brand as the Sweet Snuggles and Chenille Home Slim. It's so thick. You need like a really big hook. I use a 19mm hook that I got from Michael's on that, and I haven't used the yellow yet, but I do have some pink and purple, which you'll see in a second. Well, probably several minutes, but that I use for some fluffy hearts that are now in my in-person shop. Okay, next shelf. I have a really cute candle here that I got from Michael's. I saw a cozy YouTuber that I watch. I think her channel is literally just Alex. I'm not sure. I'll pop it on the screen if I can find her. I think it was from her that I first heard about these on like Instagram. She showed it or something, and then I saw it and I had to get it because I love daisies, as I said. And then, oh my gosh, this is the first and only jelly cat I have ever received. I got it as a present for my mom. I got that at the Christmas. That was like almost exactly a month before I started crocheting, because I had the idea that I would start collecting plushies, but then I started making them instead, and now I collect the ones that I make. And then over here we have the very first thing I ever crocheted, plushie or otherwise. So yeah, I got that, and then a month later I got the kit to make this. And you can see I have improved quite a bit, huh? The ears are the wrong side out, as you can tell, hence why this is as it is. It's a hot mess. And then we have some Minecraft Legos there. I'm a gamer, if you don't already know, as I've probably mentioned before already in this video. And then here's my acorn ghost, which I've already shown you. I love this one, y'all. You saw the reject one before. The first one I made was in that Chenille Home Slim yarn, the chenille. And then I realized I had this yarn and was like, oh, I should make it in Big Twist Posh. And I love this one so much more. I've yet to make a mushroom in that color because they don't have red in plush. I think I said Posh, whoops, Big Twist Plush. One day I hope to make a mushroom version in this yarn because I like it so much better. And that also just shows you that that yarn is so much thicker, even though it's supposed to be the same size. But anyway, here's that blueberry I showed you before. This one is messed up because I couldn't quite get the hole properly closed, sadly. But I have one on my desk that was the first one I made actually, and that one turned out well. This one I messed up somehow. We have some books back here. I think it's all poetry books. I am in this. I have a published poem in this journal. It's like a Catholic women's journal. I don't know if it's still a thing because it was like a monthly or quarterly publication or something. And then back here I have my case for my Switch, my Nintendo Switch. I only use it when I travel, really, to pack my Switch. And then I have the little handheld controller thing for my Switch controllers. And then back here I have some magazines that I got for inspiration, because on my gaming channel I mainly build houses and such in a game called Welcome to Bloxburg, and I started building in The Sims though. Okay, next up, I wonder if I can speed through this a little bit faster. I don't know. You might just have to enjoy a really long video. Hopefully you're enjoying this. If you're still here, honestly, please comment a book emoji. I would love to see that. It'd be kind of ironic because this is a yarn shelf tour instead of a bookshelf tour, but you get it, you get it. Okay, here we have, oh, this one. Oh no, these are both. Yes, these are both Big Twist Baby Bear. And I use these for also Small Mushroom Boy Carmier accessories. But I recently used this for a Baby Frog Cozy Carmier accessory, which, you know what, I'm just gonna show you. Oh, I also used the brown one right there for that as well. So there's also a story behind that, because I had wanted to get the green version of this yarn literally just a few days ago to make a frog, right? And they showed that there was one in stock in all 3 of the Joann's in my city. And I went there and then it was nowhere to be found. And then the guy at the store said that apparently it was part of an order that was already packed up or something. It didn't make sense to me, and I don't know if that was accurate, but never found it. I'm pretty sure to this day it still says there's one in stock there. So I just made a purple one out of the yarn I already had, and then I picked up this instead of the green because I was doing the whole like trying to spend $10 on yarn so that I could get $5 off because I was picking up other yarn. So I just decided I was gonna make a bear with that one, and now I have those that are gonna be sold in my shop. Here's some more rare dark brown yarn. This is Chenille Home Slim, this time in Java, and again it was in stock online to like be shipped to me. I think it was when I was doing my Sims crochet video when I ordered that yarn. I think it was in the same order, and I just bought 4 skeins because I'm like, I am getting my hands on this, so I have it. And then I have some Chenille Home Slim in mustard there, and that one I think I mainly use to make like the beaks and the feet on Chick with the Sprout plushie that I make a good amount of times. Okay, and then here I have a bunch of acrylic yarn. I think this is all from Michael's. It's all loops and threads. All of it except for this one is the impeccable version, and then this one is, ooh, I can't remember what it's called. It's called like soft and something or something like that. And this one for some reason is cheaper, but I actually like it better. It's like literally, I mean, I think soft or something like that is in its name, and it does feel a lot softer. I feel like impeccable is a little bit more rough. It feels softer and smoother to work with. Oh, this one actually, this is acrylic, but it's from Joann. I think it's Big Twist. I'm pretty sure. I have some more of the purple impeccable hiding back there on top of my books, and there's a pink one back there too that's also impeccable. Okay, and then the plushies on this shelf. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, my device just said that it's too hot. Quality might go down. Sorry. Sadness. Okay, I have a gummy bear here. This is a free pattern. I used to have a yellow one because that was the first one I made because I had leftover yellow jumbo yarn, but then I eventually made a pink one and decided I would sell the original one I made and then keep the pink one because pink's my favorite color. And then here is my pattern that by the time this video is going out, if I get this video out when I want to, it should be released the Saturday after, because this is my baby dilly, which I showed you before because I used the Bernat Pipsqueak on this. The bigger version, which you'll see on the next shelf down, is already released. It released the previous Saturday, assuming this is going out when I think it is. So you can already get that one. Look out for this one. And then here I made a plant. This pattern is by Knot Monster. I think one of the first amigurumis I made, honestly. And I made this for my gaming channel because it kind of looks like a plant in Welcome to Bloxburg, the game that I said I play on there. So I made that for like my 20K special on my other channel. And then here, y'all, this is the same pattern as this, but I made this a year later to see how I improved. And y'all, I improved so much in 1 year. Can you believe that? Okay, then back here we have some of my favorite books. We have The Chronicles of Narnia. I absolutely love The Chronicles of Narnia so much. And then I have Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, which I haven't read in so long, but I got like a little over halfway through that. I was literally reading through it when I got it, probably at like 18, I think is when I got it. I should read that from time to time because I do get sad about how much I don't read anymore. Reading used to be one of my main hobbies growing up, and then as I got older, it just really stopped, especially as an adult. But next shelf down. Oh, okay, Big Dilly Daisy is actually 2 shelves down from the other one. Whoops, not here. But here I have some more of the Big Twist Baby Bear. Big Twist Baby Bear yarn. I got this with that one because I kind of want to make my pink mushroom boy Carmier accessories with that now instead of this one because I've been making the purple one and I think I like it better. I got this one to replace it because I was gonna get this, but then I was like, nah, I should just get this instead. Okay, and then we have some Chenille Home Slim in sand color, which is equivalent to the Bernat Baby Blanket in sand. And y'all, before I finish this shelf, I'm seeing this here that I forgot to show. I did want to show this. This right here is just a cute decorative thing that I made. This is what I made actually to replace the roses that I had on my wall that used to be up there, or actually probably more like here because these bookshelves didn't used to be right next to each other like that. But I made this. I was so proud of myself because this was the first time I ever like kind of freehanded anything with crochet. The flowers are 2 different patterns by 2 different creators, but then putting them on the vine and even just like making the vine, I did that myself and I was so proud of myself. And it's honestly so cute. I honestly want to make so many more of them. And I even like, oh my gosh, not my masquerade falling again. I even made a little hoop on the top so that I could hook on there. Love it. Okay, but back to this shelf. I have some more of that yellow fluffy chenille. We have some, I think it's speckled Bernat blanket. I had this for so long and didn't know what to use it for, and then I eventually used it for a cow that is now in my shop waiting to be bought because it's expensive. It's Crafting in Glory's pattern, and I love that cow. It's so beautiful. Honestly, if it never sells, I might just keep both of them that I have in my shop. And this is Chenille Home Slim in Rhubarb. I love that color. You can see I used it on this mushroom duck here. And then we have, I think it's Forest Green or something, in a Bernat blanket. I have used that on my Gina the Frog pattern, and then sometimes I use it as a sprout, like on some of my Mushroom Cozy Stress Pets. Here I have this, oh my goodness, I think it's mustard or something, sunshine, something in Bernat blanket. This was one of the first Bernat blankets I ever bought, literally this skein of it. I bought that and a red and then a blue to make some crochet water balloons for my son's birthday last year when he turned 3. And so I still have that. I've used it for Mushroom Boys, as you can see, but I don't like that color. That's not really my style. I like more pastel soft colors, so I don't use that anymore for that. But y'all, I'm wanting to make a sunflower version. I don't know if I'll make a small sunflower version. I'll probably make a big sunflower version of my Dilly Daisy. It'll be maybe Silly Sunflower. No, I'm just kidding. And then here I have a cloud. I made this a free pattern. I love this cloud, honestly. Maybe I need to make a white one because I have 2 in my shop, but I made them with, I think, Golden Hour yarn over there, the frosting yarn, and they haven't sold, even though they're only like $30 usually. For that price, this size, those things sell, but they haven't yet. Back here, I think I have some more sand, Bernat baby blanket sand. And then I already showed you these guys, mushroom duck and a small mushroom boy. And then I have some black and Bernat blanket, which I use for bees, like my daisy bee down there. Yeah, I feel like that's the main thing, whatever I need black for. And then right here, I have some, I think it's smoky green and Bernat blanket. I use that for sprouts a lot, like my pink mush berry, you can't really see it, has that sprout. That Mushroom Cozy Stress Pet has that sprout with that color. That's what I mainly use it for. And I feel like there's things hidden here. Oh yeah, there's definitely things. Look, I have a giraffe plushie right there. I think that was from my roommate's mom. I'm pretty sure she's the one that got those for us. She got each of us her favorite animal, which now my favorite animal is a bunny again, like it was as a kid, but for a while there it was a giraffe. And then I have my recorder, literally from like the 3rd grade. Okay, next shelf. Now you can see my beautiful Dilly Daisy, which her pattern is released before this video will go out for sure. And that's the one I want to like also turn into a sunflower, so I'm gonna try to work on that soon. I really should have by now, but I haven't gotten to it. Here's a daisy bee. This is by Blue Beana. It's a free pattern on Instagram, and I'm so happy because the one I made for my shop sold like 2 months ago, almost 3 months ago now, I think. And I've made like other bee versions, but they haven't sold except my baby bees. The baby bees that I've made have sold a bit, but I love this. I had to keep it when I made the first one. Okay, we have a full skein of Chenille Home Slim sand here. I think I got that recently because I've been low for a long time on that one. And then here I have some Marvelous Mauve or something like that in Bernat baby blanket. I bought that for, yes, for my freezer bunny here. And then I used it on my very first Dilly Daisy that I made because I was inspired to make this pattern when I was spending the night at my mom's house. And I always bring a bunch of yarn with me, but I didn't have yellow, but I had that. And so I just made it with that. I started it with that, and then, you know, I didn't finish it by the time I got home, but I just finished it out with that. So that's also what I've used that for so far. And then I think this is like blush pink or bear pink or something in Bernat blanket. That's the pink I use for Bernat blanket. I love it. It's so light though, but honestly that's my favorite pink, is pastel, really light pink. And then back here you can see I have some terracotta and Bernat blanket. I can't remember what I got that for. Oh yes, I got it for, yes, okay, this all makes sense now. I made a pumpkin with this last year. My very first pumpkin I made was with that yarn because I was looking for orange, and that's the orange I saw, and that's why I thought that they didn't have a good orange. Now it's making sense. I was like, why did I think that? But that's why. And so I had gotten that one. I don't like it because it's not quite orange enough. I don't know if you can see that on here, but yes, that's what that was for. And I don't know what else to use it for because, like I said, I don't like it. Not really the right color for me. And then here, I think this is Seed Pearl and Chenille Home Slim. I bought this to make some donuts for my shop, which they haven't sold yet, sadly. I also made donut Carmier accessories like these guys, but a donut, and those haven't sold either, so I don't think people like donuts. I love donuts and I would buy that up, so I might keep those if those never sell. And then I have some like light blue and probably Sweet Snuggles right there. I used that for some gummy bears. I should probably make another one because I think one of them sold. I had 2 in that color in my shop and 1 sold. And then I have some, I think it's like baby pink or something in Sweet Snuggles light. I don't remember why I got that color. I don't really like it, or I didn't like it at the time, but it's grown on me a little bit now. Oh, and then also I have a blanket here. This is my heated blanket. I think my mom got this for me in my late teen years, if I'm correct, and I love it. I haven't used it clearly. I should though. so it is over 100 degrees right now outside, so I guess now's not the time, but I'll probably use it come winter time. Okay, and then over here I just have a notebook which I've used for journaling. I think I probably used it as a notebook for college. I have Crochet Cafe, which I got for my birthday last year by Lauren Espy. I've made one thing out of there so far, I think, for my Sims crochet video, a grilled cheese. And then I have a case for my tablet, which I don't really use because I got 2 cases when I got my tablet. I got one that has a keyboard on it, and that's what it's connected to all the time because I like being able to actually type. And then this came with one of the display things that I got for my in-person shop, but I don't need it. Also, it doesn't like really attach to it. It's just its own little thing, so I just kind of put it there. It kind of contains these, but I don't need them contained. It's just kind of cool that it does that. Oh, there's also some white Sweet Snuggles back here. The white and the yellow were the first chenille yarns I bought ever because I wanted to make that daisy pillow, which you won't see in this video, but if I ever do the crochet room tour video, then you'll see that. I think that one though is a new skein, and now I use that for making jumbo small mushroom boys. Oh my gosh, we are at the final like literal shelf, y'all. Can you believe this? So there's my third skein of Bernat baby blanket in white that I bought the other day, and then this is more of that, where is it, that dark green and Bernat blanket that I showed you up there. There are some hidden skeins back here, y'all. Let's see, oh, I have some more of the smoky green in there. I have some more of the Java yarn. Like I said, I bought 4 skeins of that. I don't know where the other 2 are because we've seen like 2. That one up there and then that one down here. There is something back there. Hold on. Y'all, oh my gosh, I just discovered that I had a white baby blanket I didn't know about. Yo, so I have 4 entire skeins. Oh my goodness. Plus the one I'm finishing. Dang, okay, that one was hidden. I didn't know that was there. I kind of thought I should have more, but I honestly didn't see it, so I didn't think I did. Okay, and then here I have a bin of a bunch of stuff. This has like crochet kits and building tools and such. So I recently did a collaboration with High Crochet, and you would have seen the short on this channel. You can go watch if you'd like, but yeah, I did a short form video and I posted it to Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and they sent me these kits, which was so nice of them. And then somewhere in there is my original Woobles kit where I made my first ever crochet bunny crochet thing at all. Here I have a bunch of nails and things that I bought to set up my shop. I spent way too much money on that because I didn't know what I was doing and what I needed. Oh, there's my Woobles kit right there. There she is. Oh my gosh, then I have this sign that I bought from Michael's, which I meant to use in my house, but I will use that wherever I move to next. And then I have like a little, let's see, let me bring it out. It's a crochet techniques and tips. So this, I think this is how I learned to do double, half double, double, and treble crochet stitches. And I think I have this listed on my Amazon storefront too. So this is a lot of my like beginner crochet, the beginnings of my crochet journey in here. And then I think somewhere in here, I don't know what all these bags are. Why do I have so many bags? Okay, do you see this yarn? This yarn is from my childhood because I learned to knit from my grandma when I was really young, like 8 or 9 or something. So I was knitting for a little while, and then I got some yarn and some of that in there. My mom had it and then she gave it back to me. This yarn is so cool. I really want to try making something out of it. I don't know if you can see that. It's like wavy. It honestly feels kind of like chenille. I really want to use that for something. I think I have a green skein as well. These are hooks that I used like up here. I have that. I use that when I did like my redecoration of this room. Okay, in this bag I have pieces of the first sprout monster thing that I made for my friend's baby. I really messed it up. That was the first time I was trying to really do proper bobble stitches, and I did not know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know how to do the color changes like out of them, and so because of the way I did it, I had to start over. So I still have this piece. I was wondering just the other day whether I still had the body part of it, but I do. I remember having the legs still. I've thought about going back and using this stuffing, and I still haven't. So yeah, that was the first time I used this Skyway color. Yeah, I feel like there's even more things in there, but that is where we're gonna leave that. And y'all, I am revealing this for the first time. I started this pattern early this year, like maybe February or something. I was gonna collaborate with Crouton's Crochet because her thing is food animals, but our schedules just never really lined up very well. And then I just recently messaged her and said, you know, I think I'm sorry, but I think I'm just gonna move on with it myself. So as you can see, it's meant to be a cherry bear. This is like the body, and this is this. I think I'm gonna go more with the white ears. I tried the white ears first and then I thought, let me try one with pink in the middle, and I think I like the white ears better, so I'm gonna go with that. But this has been such a long time coming. I really want to work on this. This may be the next one I work on, maybe after my sunflower version of Dilly. You can see I even made the little limbs, but I never attached them. So a little sneak peek for you, and then I'm just gonna show you this over here real quick. Honestly, I might just show you the top. There's some stuff down there, but this is like some business stuff, well, underneath these. These guys are the very first patterns I designed. My baby, or no, not my baby, I feel like I'm slurring my words, y'all. Sorry if I'm not being clear. My bunny cozy cutie. So that's the mama version of that reject. That's the baby version. But even this one's a reject because this ear, I guess both ears are not correct. So that's what I had to change. This is a reject as well, but it doesn't look that far off from the actual final pattern. And then this is the bear. The one I have in my shop for the bunny is much cuter because I made the nose smaller. I did like facial shaping on the eyes so that they're like more in, and then maybe that's it. And then see here I have the fluffy chenille in the pink and purple. That's what I used for the fluffy hearts that I made that are in my shop right now. And then underneath all of that we have a scale. So I need that scale for Etsy for when I send off a plushie, so I know how much it weighs. And then I have my label printer there, and that's also for when I have an Etsy order. Oh, another unfinished pattern that y'all get to see that's on here. I wanted to make like a free pattern of a little sprout pot, like a potted plant, but it's just sprouts, like 3 sprouts coming out of it. So you can see I have most of the pot done, but this one I just like randomly decided to work on it, and it's been months. I was gonna try to release this for hitting 2K on Instagram, but now I just hit 2.4K yesterday. I'll release that when I release it. But you can also see my orange plum bob over there. I wasn't gonna show that, but it's in the shot, so there you go. And y'all, I hope you can see me well, but that is my yarn shelf tour. I cannot believe this footage is over an hour long. I cannot believe it took me that long. I didn't think it was gonna take that long, but I hope you enjoyed this long video. I hope you got to cozy up to it. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.